Now, elections are currently taking place out in Guinea Conakry, and since seizing power in a coup 4 years ago, Mamady Doumbouya has overhauled Guinea's mineral sector and also launched quite a huge iron ore project. Achievements he hopes will also secure him victory in the presidential election that is meant to cap a return to civilian rule. Now, today's vote, which Doumbouya once pledged not to contest, is expected to cement his grip on power in the West African country after, of course, those key challenges were sidelined. For more on this, on the Guinea vote, let's extend a very warm welcome to Mr. Itai Michael Preston Choto, who is the International Envoy from the Office of the President of Guinea. Michael, a very good afternoon to you and season's greeting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much. Very good afternoon to you.
Welcome, sir. So how is voting currently proceeding in Guinea so far? Any reported incidents?
No, as far as I'm concerned, voting is carrying on in a very, very peaceful, in a very, very democratic way. And that's what we want. We want to see the people going out there to vote who their next leader is, who's the next parliamentary is. So as far as I'm concerned, I've not had any incidences of violence or anything. As far as I'm concerned, things are going on very, very well. So we're pleased with how we've conducted the elections so far.
So if everything is going smoothly, Michael, when then can, of course, we expect the final results to be announced?
I expect them. Today is Sunday. I expect them in the next, not least in the next 2 days. I think we should have the next final vote, because what it needs to do, it goes to the Constitution Court to validate those results. So we will have some results, but the confirmation from the Constitution Court will probably take in the last 2 days.
So what is the current leader of Guinea promising should, of course, he win the elections again? Michael, we understand that this election is simply also to cement the incumbent's re-election, as his 8 opponents were not necessarily the strongest of contenders.
No, not at all. Look, we do understand that he came through a military exercise. And insofar as he's done, I think he's done more than what the previous administrations have done. And he wasn't meant to actually contest in these elections, but because the people wanted him to stand for the elections, he decided to stand for the elections. And so what we are promising is socio-economic development. Simandu 2040, is our project. It's our project headline. Already we've started seeing minerals coming out of the Simandu mine, but we're also promising beneficiation in terms of processing minerals in Guinea. Guinea is seen as a geological miracle in West Africa. So we are not going to waste time on that. We're going to cement our economic program based on our minerals. But we also need to understand that we've got manufacturing. We also have agriculture. So we are promising that the people must be involved in the economic prosperity of the country.
And while you're speaking of people, of course, we understand this is also said to guarantee Mamady, of course, to take the country back to civilian rule. Michael, I mean, let's expand on that, right? Word is that, of course, Mamady actually ensured that there's such a fragmented political climate that, I mean, it made it almost impossible for his opponents to challenge him, essentially excluding them in the electoral process. These are just allegations, right? How has Doumbouya then reacted to these claims as well as criticism then on the ground?
No, I actually don't have the viewpoint that you've got. If you look at the, I was speaking to SABC not long ago when we had the constitutional referendum, if you remember.
Yes.
And that paved way for Doumbouya to then run as a candidate for president, because the constitution before that did not allow him to do that. So we went to the people and we say to the people, is it okay for former military members to run in a presidential election. And overwhelmingly, I think it was, if my mom's name is right, I think it was 89% of the vote. So that's where we are right now. So it paved way for him to run. Look, this is a guy that did not even want to run. This is a guy that saw something that was happening in the country that was not right. And he said, okay, we need to do something about it, right? So we had military rule for the last 4 years. And then what we didn't decided to do is that for us to go back to constitutionalism, for us to go back to the civilian rule, let's hold a constitutional referendum, which we did, which happened not too many months ago. I was on SABC.
Yes.
And then we've then come into elections.
All right.
So we've followed the letter of the law.
All right. So you've listened to the people essentially there,
We've
Michael.
listened to the people, correct?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Now,
absolutely.
all right,
Absolutely.
Michael.
Absolutely. If you come, and I'm going to invite you personally, I'm going to invite you into Guinea. You see how much they love President Doumbouya. He is loved by the people. He's a man of the people, for the people, and by the people. And we're going to bring economic prosperity into our nation.
All right. In closing, Michael, I mean, a very critical point as well. This election also comes at that time where ECOWAS is currently divided. So will Guinea rejoin the group and also participate also within the AU? Where do you stand currently?
So absolutely. I've been one of the architects of the foreign affairs policy for Guinea. So in terms of ECOWAS, you understand that they were in Guinea for the referendum. We had various meetings with ECOWAS. In terms of rejoining it, absolutely. We want to become a community, part of the community of nations. In terms of the AU, absolutely, they are there. They're observing the elections. So we stand ready to be part of the international community of nations. So we never allow ourselves to be isolated. We do not live in isolation. We don't believe that. Our foreign policy is exactly that. We are going to be part of that.
All right, we're going to leave it there, Michael. So in 2 days, we hope for that final vote count. Thank you so much for engaging with us, Mr. Itai Michael Preston Choto there from... Yes, I'm definitely taking up your invitation. Thank you so much, Mr. Itai Michael Preston Choto.
Listen, SABC, especially Sofum Kweyana, who's a very good friend of mine. She's been good. She's been helping me to highlight what we're doing in Guinea. Look, I'm Zimbabwean so I'm very connected to South Africa, as you might know. Thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it.
We appreciate your time with us, Michael. Thank you so much. We're going to leave it there. Also paying homage to our special correspondent, Umasofi Mokwena there, Mr. Michael Preston Choto there from the International Envoy Office of the President of Guinea, with, of course, the very latest on the elections in Guinea Conakry. And according to him, everything is going well on the ground, and the final vote count the final result of that particular vote should be announced in the next 2 days.